Would you read me a bedtime story?
I froze for a second. Noah pressed his lips together nervously.
I can ask my dad to increase your salary, but if you don't want to, you can say no.
I lifted the blanket slightly and gestured toward him. Come here. The little boy's eyes lit up instantly. He immediately climbed into bed with his wolf plushie clutched tightly in his arms. That night, Noah fell asleep in my embrace while listening to the story. The next morning, Alexander was visibly surprised when he heard about it. That familiar faint approval appeared in his eyes again.
Evelyn, thank you for your hard work. Starting next month, I'll have finance increase the amount transferred into your personal account.
I stared at him in shock. That's really too much. After all, I had done far more in my previous marriage than I was doing now, yet when the divorce ended, I couldn't even afford a hotel room. During the day, I took care of Ryan's sister's child. At night, I cooked dinner for Ryan. And after midnight, I still had to clean the entire apartment. Even so, when the divorce happened, they still acted as though I had been the one benefiting from 3 luxurious years with the Sterling family. Thinking about it now felt almost absurd. Mr. Blackwood, you really don't have to do this. I genuinely like Noah. He's actually a very gentle child. It was only a bedtime story. Before finished speaking, a small, warm hand suddenly grabbed mine. Noah was holding onto my hand tightly. The little boy still had his usual serious expression, but his eyes were shining brightly.
The women before you only cared about getting close to me. No one ever truly cared about Noah. So you deserve the money.
I could no longer refuse, so I simply thanked him. From that moment on, Noah became completely attached to me. Alexander was constantly busy with work, so most days the enormous estate only held the 2 of us. Until the day I needed to return to the hospital for another evaluation and refill my medication. Harris had warned me before, Noah couldn't go too far from the estate. Unfamiliar environments could easily trigger severe stress reactions. So I crouched down in front of him and patiently negotiated, "I'll be back very soon. Can you wait for me at home?" But Noah simply grabbed my hand tightly. He didn't say a word. He only looked at me quietly. Those beautiful eyes were filled with unease.
The young master is afraid you'll leave. He's afraid you'll disappear like all the others.
Something in my chest softened instantly. I'm not leaving. I'm only going to see the doctor. I'll come back soon and stay with you. Before I could even finish speaking, Noah had already climbed into the back seat of the car.
Young master, are you going to the hospital too?
Noah silently nodded. Harris's eyes instantly turned red, as though he had just witnessed a miracle.
God bless the Blackwood family.
The doctor said my depression had stabilized significantly over the past few weeks. Honestly, the cedarwood scent that lingered throughout the Blackwood estate really did make me feel calmer. Before I left, she adjusted my prescriptions again. After we walked out of the consultation room, Noah stayed unusually quiet beside me.
Evelyn, are you sick?
The little boy was clearly worried. Yeah, I got sick because I didn't take care of myself properly. So Noah has to eat well from now on, okay? Noah immediately looked alarmed.
Does it hurt?
Before I could answer, Noah had already started digging through his pockets. A few seconds later, he carefully placed a slightly melted chocolate bar into my palm.
If it hurts, you should eat something sweet. Dad says sweets help people feel better.
I stared at the chocolate in my hand, and suddenly, tears slipped down my face without warning. During those 3 years with the Sterling family, every time I cried, they called me too sensitive and too emotional.
You're exhausting, Evelyn.
And yet now, this little wolf cub who clearly lacked security himself was willing to give me his favorite chocolate. I pulled Noah tightly into my arms. The little boy obediently curled up against me and even awkwardly patted my back the way adults comfort children.
Evelyn, I will sure to eat properly from now on. When I grow up, I'll protect you.
I burst out laughing through my tears and rubbed his soft hair. Then you'd better grow up quickly. By the time Noah and I walked out of the hospital, a black Bentley was already waiting outside. Alexander was leaning against the car, his tall figure cold and elegant enough to look like he belonged on a magazine cover. I walked over while holding Noah's hand. "Mr. Blackwood, what are you doing here?" Alexander immediately lowered his gaze to check Noah's condition. After confirming the boy hadn't suffered any stress reaction, he visibly relaxed.
Harris told me Noah left the estate with you. I was worried.
Noah rested against Alexander's shoulder but still held tightly onto my hand.
Dad, as long as Evelyn is here, you don't need to worry.
Alexander paused slightly. Then he slowly looked up at me.
I know.
That night, Alexander offered to increase my allowance again. I nearly panicked, trying to refuse.
Then, is there anything you need?
I hesitated for a long time before quietly saying, "Could you maybe help me find a cheap used car? It would make going out much easier."
You can use any car in the garage.
No, the cars in your garage are way too expensive. I'd be terrified to drive them. Every vehicle owned by the Black Hoods cost a ridiculous amount. I honestly suspected I couldn't even afford the insurance on them. Alexander stayed silent for 2 seconds. The next morning, a used SUV was parked beside the Blackwoods' luxury cars. At the same time, Alexander also arranged for a psychiatrist who was supposedly nearly impossible to book in New York. Her conclusions were almost identical to the hospital's.
Mrs. Blackwood needs a stable emotional environment most right now. She needs support from family.
I understand.
The next day, I drove that used SUV and took Noah out. Because of his severe anxiety, even minor external stimulation used to trigger emotional meltdowns, so he rarely ever left the estate. Now, I wanted to slowly help him reconnect with the outside world. We went to the amusement park first, then stopped by Trader Joe's to buy groceries. By the time we finished shopping, my hands were full of bags. Noah followed behind me, carrying a single grocery bag with a tiny frown on his face.
Evelyn, this is heavy.
But my hands are full too. Can you help me a little longer? Noah puffed out a small breath and adjusted the bag in his arms.
Fine, I'll help you this one time. Next time, don't buy so many things.
I secretly smiled to myself.
Evelyn?
But just as we stepped into the underground parking garage, a familiar voice suddenly called out behind me. A voice belonged to the ex-husband I hadn't seen in a very long time.
Breaking news. Vivashort launches 48-hour discounted viewing.
Vivashort now offers all of its skits. Watch all episodes for one low price. Click the link below to watch the full series.
Explore multiple genres including revenge, family feud, and sweet love. All episodes. Watch from start to finish, just like watching traditional TV. Watch the video at a low price with the link below. Click to start watching.
Download